off-road character. Why people follow things which is so ordinary. It is very wrong to say that technology is changing. Technology is traveling only. I still remember I swiped $1,000 in 2009. That the vision of having a digital camera has changed the 100 years of trend. I'm a believer of real life. Your learning to the technology in the core level is very important as a student. The core component of my platform is all YouTube. We have completed almost 32 POC.
What are the job opportunities in this sector?
See, every technology has a timeline of its own. You cannot force some technology to come because you have invented something.
But one more sector is coming to my mind, that is gaming.
It can be a very big opportunity in the global market in participate in gaming.
Yeah.
Game is always entertaining this world.
Yes.
And it has a huge area. Very unfortunately, what is the plentiful of opportunity? There is no indigenous VR game in India. Any Ramayana is a game. If you can produce Ramayana as a game, can you think what kind of opportunity we are having?
I can't even imagine. Now you are telling, so I am just visualizing.
In reverse also. It can be sold in Korea. It can be sold in US,
Yes.
Japan. It is a global platform.
2018, 2030, that will be the generation, or that will be the point from where it will go in a massive way.
Don't follow anything blindly. Metaverse is a combination of all the existing techno-creative elements to make more innovative three-dimensional online behavior.
So hello viewers, welcome to a brand new episode of Sign Up Startup powered by Picasso Perry, India's first premium pen brand. So 2-3 years back we heard a word Meta, and that time it was a very big news because Facebook has changed its name from Facebook to Meta. Today we have someone who has 20 plus years of expertise in tech, and he is currently CEO of Metavian Technologies Private Limited. So please welcome Mr. Anupam Saikia. So welcome sir, welcome to our podcast.
Thank you, and mostly I appreciate your effort and give me this opportunity to come to on your platforms.
So it was our honor to have a domain expertise on our show, and this show is basically for startups and startup ecosystem where we basically share the insights so that the community gets benefited from it. So let's start with your journey, like from where, how you have done your studies and how you have reached to this stage.
See, journey is itself is a journey because basically my background is a technical and little bit creative. When I'm saying always from my childhood, I'm a very off-road character. I always drive off-road. I always have a kind of revenge into the people. Why people follow things which is so ordinary, which is so common. So I was always having a mindset that I should do something which is itself is a challenge, itself is a journey to complete. So I did my engineering, and I'm not absolute guy on an academic career. I'm more into action. I mostly do things which is very attractive in the sense of seniority and maturity. And as I say, I am an off-road player. I think differently. So I did my engineering that I completed engineering it's in 1997. Then I was again in a dilemma, like should I choose a traditional career, because in my parents, in my family, in extreme pressure ki to ladka to acha hai, but he should do some educational achievement, In a matter of fact, I have hardly know about IT during that times. So I know about NDA. I know something about, I think that is a mining. I tried in mining. I tried NDA, but I failed. Then I was not anything in mind ki I do something in career, but always I am having a very passive characteristic ki I do something in my mind of my own. So then I completed my this thing, the graduate BTech in electronics. That was, and very interestingly, I parallelly completed two education. One is
Okay.
architecture, and one is electronic communication. But I did not opt for completing the architecture. As I am saying, in my time, visual is all about live event. Visual is not about video. So we are more into event. So that's how we connected the audio. Then audio, audio is not a like. So you need a speaker, you need a loudspeaker, you need an amplifier, and we during that time there is hardly a vendor who can supply it.
Yeah.
And we are not in a size of pocket. We can acquire everything and enjoy the things, but there is a challenge how to get the speaker. That I communicate Bombay with a postcard, with a communication with a that is a blue color. There is a envelope come.
We have not even seen.
Yeah, that is a beautiful things. You can fold that things and you type that things. You go to post and waiting for that. So I have sent this. So after 20-30 days, there is a reply come. I forget that. That is, I think, Leamington Road. There is a challenge in Manki. I want to do something which is not achievable from this small town and which is not possible in a size of education. I am not denying education here. Let me excuse for that. Yeah, that is a small journey. So it is my beginning. Passionate me to see technology in upfront, and I'm here
I
in
think
Bombay.
that aspiration should be there in everyone. Otherwise, it is very hard to come from a small city to a metro, or even US, UK. If someone is dreaming to go, but that aspiration is very important. 10 years, 15 years back, it was like a camera, and what I have seen specifically, it was a camera, and you have to do retakes and retakes and retakes. So I remember, I think in 2005 or 6, I had done my first shoot for a 3-minute music video. So for 3 minutes, we have taken 2 days. And I was a kid, so I was like thinking why they are taking so like again and again and again the same shot in various places. And then when output came, then I realized, okay, so this was the reason why they were doing all these things. So from that day till today, we are in 2024. I want to know your opinion and thought about how technology has changed.
See, there is a very interesting fact actually. It is very wrong to say that technology is changing. Technology is traveling from me. So we the part of that traveling. So we are trying to make that sense. But technology is a journey. It is traveling. So in how I came into this. So as I am saying, I am very attached with the visual things. That is from the lives. We used to do a lot of live things. That is what you people are now into YouTube. We are more in live. So in theaters. So what you can imagine, what the entertainment with a effects or technology can give in a live application. During lifetimes in our home time, we used to do some local drama. That is a kind of religious drama. That is called bhavna. So we need a lot of lightings, we need smokes, we need kind of birds flying on that things. That is, you need technology then. And there is hardly any available technology in the market. You can go and you can buy and you can use on your web. My concept to the technologies remain the same. I have seen 3 complete changes in last 3 decades. Major changes. One is from audio, how audio market has changed. Then from video, how video market has changed. And one is distinctly, I am a participator of print industry. Okay. How print industry face the technology. Can you imagine at times there is no internet, no communication, no vendors who can give you Corel Draw. Then somebody called me, you need to go to Nepal, because that is it is sorry to say about illegal things here. That is a smuggling. You need to do smuggling the floppy. Only the floppy, that is 1.44 MB floppy. Then it is my challenge. I need to do something on that. As I am saying, I am an off-road character. Then I went back to Assam. Many people I introduced CorelDRAW. I teach CorelDRAW. Then I am a fame guy. Then I am a famous boy during that township because I have introduced something which people are not getting any chance to learn or anything. That was one of the technically fast changes I have seen in my personnel. Then there are a lot of changes.
So, sir, now we will come to specifically about Metaverse. So, what is Metaverse? And as you are the CEO of Metavian Technologies Private Limited, so what all are the activities or what all are the services Metavian is providing?
One of my friends' boutique. So it is in Andheri. So he showed me something, a company that is, many people know about Oakley glasses. So Oakley glass, and that was my birthday. During that, still I remember. So he's showing ki Anupam, you are so tech, something. Oakley is giving some information on the on Gmail. So they are coming out with some new vision. Oakley is, I know about that is a optical glasses spec, wearable spec. So, and when I look into that website, then I realized that Oakley has come with the idea of digital film making camera.
Okay.
And that was the beginning of Inding 35mm production. That was in 2009. They have introduced, and still I remember. I am having plenty of credit card that time. I'm saying plenty because I'm a small guy. For me, having a 7-8 credit card, I'm flying. And during that time, I don't know what is the bad effect of. Then the next level of time, I know what is the bad effect of. So I still remember I swiped $1,000 in 2009. On my birthday, with a challenging key, see a future with a technology. So that is red digital camera.
Okay.
And I got the camera in 2012. So that is one another journey. I'm approaching with the technology. How I'm approaching going ahead with the technology. So I got a camera. I got a 30 camera. I'm just giving that information here because that the vision of having a digital camera has changed the 100 years of trend. 100 years of trend in film making.
Yes.
They are dominated by 35mm films.
Yes.
And unfortunately now the new age people will go to check that in some museum. What is 35mm film? There is no more 35mm film. And very fortunately, I am very fortunate enough that the CEO of that Ted Whistler visited my place. He came to me. He gave me the whole story, how he designed that camera. Okay. I'm blessed. When you are seeing YouTube, this is an online visual application. So what is the extension of video? Video is not limited to video. It has got a lot of data now. It has got IT integrated. So you have got data, you have got Web3 technology, decentralized process, lot of blockchain, lot of API you can integrate. So it is not limited to static video. If you AI, I can give you a real-time conversation. What is real-time conversation? If I'm speaking in Assamese, that you can hear it in Bangla, you can hear it in Marathi in real time. You don't hardly need any processing things. In an effective manner, in a practical manner. How it is happening? Because on a static video, audio, you can embed a lot of technology. Yeah. So in a static video, we can add a lot of things. So Metaverse is not limited to video. So always I'm a believer of real life. I'm always believer, and I can think as I say, if I'm wrong, as I say correctly, I embedded technology very core level. I know what is science. I know what is materials. I know the many thing of the what is called periodic table. I know accurately what is periodic table. how the sales are system. So I can interpret that. Then I realize ki as I am saying ki I am believer of realistic, then I look beyond the video. When you being a participant, I am seeing you in front of you. In front of, I can exactly see you. Like if you have anything, so I can react that things. Suppose how I can react. What is no learning? Suppose you suddenly I am seeing you are just falling down. I am going to catch you. So that is the real-time interaction being possible, being real in an environment. So what is happening in Metaverse? Metaverse is a combination of all the existing techno-creative element to make more innovative three-dimensional online behavior. Okay. So it is come with 360-degree image, but it is a completely now outscaling. Like we have more to do now. We have AI. We can exactly create a three-dimensional avatar of anything. Let it be human. Let it be an environment. Let it be any materials. Now what is important here? Who is going to participate? You are saying technology is changing. No, our understanding to the technology is going to change the world, not only the technology. So your adaptation, your learning to the technology in the core level is very important as a student. See what is important? No, like every day I'm when I everybody I think now earlier I used to have newspaper, 10 newspaper there. Now you have digital things. No, a lot of things pop up. Lot of things pop up on your interested. Like I am seeing people are getting like the candidates, they are getting 100 crores package, 200 crores package, and going deep to that things, you can look at it. Where is that money? Money is all about invention. Money is all about invention, how you going to participate, and that technology impact the society for a value. Okay, that is how we have started, and we fortunately club with some very good of my friend and very good maybe well-user. We form up Metavian and the incorporation of Metavian is again a very interesting fact. Then I am trying to decode the meta, not with the media, with my understanding. Because media is, you can travel to the media, there are a lot of things, and you'll be confused what is meta. Then I am trying to decode what is meta. And how I can participate in a very professional space. You know, when you say professional space, people look at, are you meta guy? No, I am not exactly meta. I am trying to define the meta. So I am trying to decoding. I went back to the history. So then I realized some characteristic artists, Leonardo da Vinci. I deep down with the Leonardo da Vinci. Then I find the Vesuvian. You can Google that. What is Vesuvian is? No, now I decoded Vesuvian. That is a 600 to 700 year prediction of engineering visualization. I am saying engineering visualization. So Metavian and Vesuvian. So Vesuvian, the part of Vian, I connected with Meta. So I introduced Metavian. So now you can tell what Metavian is all about. Metavian is all about not looking at the opportunity of a namesake of Metaverse. We are trying to evolve in a system. So what technology can give into a society, let it be a domestic, let it be a B2C, let it be an enterprise, or let it be a global. And same time, if you can make a platform, the core component of my platform is all you people. We are not going to hire people from outside. So there, as I say, 100 crore, that figure, some gentleman is, some candidate is not only for IT. I have seen people in Google. You just have an Excel sheet and try to make that. How many people are there in Google? They have contributed from India, and they are from with a very core idea of coding, not from any kind of basic institution. That's a complete different thing. So there are ample of skills here you can see in the local market. But where is the platform? I have seen such a small team of Metavian. I have seen people can do wonder, and I'm saying I'm not loud that time. I'm doing wonder. We are Metavian doing wonder. I have seen myself not as a competitive to the local team, local things. We are, because I am a very close follower of European market, US market. What they can do, I am testing myself. If my team can do, there is a welcome to everybody. So people will participate. So that is our growth.
So in Metavian Technologies, what all things we have done as of now? If you can just throw a glimpse of it.
Yeah, Metavian, the first is like we are cross border application. We are trying to evolve.
Okay.
Because as I am saying, I don't want to be that opportunist. To the namesake of technology, I don't want to do something. I want to do something exactly that technology will give you that salience. Yes, Assis, you can use Metaverse now. You don't need a question why I should use the Metaverse. This is not because it is happening in a newspaper, it is happening in a Facebook, it is happening in a WhatsApp. You have a real reason, knowing very closer to that thing, how you can be closer. In your society, if you can see any use case, the kind of Metaverse is doing evolution in India, in Ghatkuppa, in Bandra. So that is everything I will get it. So what we are doing, we try to tap many industry, and it is very difficult because we are desperately looking. All business people are desperately looking to do something. But I am trying to hold myself, being not desperate, and I have a very good support team. I am blessed with that. I have a very good support team. The people are supporting me. So we are trying to, as I was saying, cross border. We are doing real estate. One of the real estate. Why? Because real estate is one of the easy area to people could connect.
Yeah.
People could adopt. So real estate, we have a fantastic product. We developed two products. One is called Meta Reality One, and we tested with multiple POC. We have completed almost 32 POC so overall to get my teams familiar with the concept. What is Metavian?
Yes.
Metavian is not a kind of blurred concept, or it can be a beyond. So we have a Meta Reality 2. Meta Reality 2, we are trying to showcase the real estate apartment being remote.
Okay.
So it is a kind of metaverse, but it is not exactly the metaverse. It is beyond.
Okay.
So you can travel into a remote space of a apartment, and using a VR headset, you can feel you being practically there, and you walk into that things. If I can throw a ball to you, I don't text you something to catch that things. You don't need a manual to catch that things. It is so real. So you can catch that thing. So in virtual reality, Meta reality, what Meta reality can do, Meta reality can give you a space where you can travel and you can check your property like being real time. The only challenge we are having, because that headset and all VRs are not that available or not that popular in the market.
Okay.
So we are creating another version of that. So that can be you can use any ordinary laptop, you can use that. So apart from that, we have many products.
So sir, now we will come to one major questions which will definitely benefit our viewers. That is, what all are the industries which are going to be benefited from this metaverse technology?
One thing is how easily one industry can approach. That is the main factor of it. So some of the factors like medical, real estate, and of course the immediate interaction will be education and entertainment, because entertainment is a huge sector which the whole online behavior is depending. So the user is very huge.
Okay.
So entertainment, like you say, entertainment is no more as like broadcast entertainment. There are digital entertainment. So already Meta is trying a lot of activities, experiment. But definitely, when the adaptation and more developer participate on this journey, so that entertainment industry, as I say in digital media, is also going to rapidly develop.
And if I come to specifically two things which are, I think it is a need also, that is one is education and second is medical, which you mentioned. So how we are going to see the revolution, like how the change will happen in the next 10 years in these two specific sector?
So there are entrepreneur need, because without entrepreneur, we as a developer, we as a software development, and you name it, as a metaverse is difficult. So we need a realism of the market participation. When I am saying realism, like if any entrepreneur, all capitalists invest on this product, and it will happen very shortly. Because why I'm saying as a shortly, because adaptation is now high. It is not about technological things, it about the understanding where this technology can be helpful in a particular business. So any entrepreneur running a business, we need that with a sound understanding. They come, definitely they will come with that things, and they will produce something that is definitely going to revolutionize these things. As you have already seen, like as a entrepreneurs, not as a entrepreneurs, as a product developer, the Apple Vision is already there in the market, and it is too early because it is a product. I can say it is a technological product, but the market is not yet ready to play with the product.
Changes in education and medical, like how the things will change.
See, every technology has a timeline of its own. You cannot force some technology to come because you have invented something.
Okay.
So what is important, like how your the society is participating on a technology. So society will not participate on it blindly. There is a organic participation. When I am saying ki you cannot invest trillion or million rupees to give everybody using VR. So then technology nowhere. Tomorrow you will distribute 1000 VR or you distribute 1 lakh VR, technology will automatically update. But then that can be immediately fall down because they hardly know about that things, because they are getting free things.
Yes.
But when I am saying analytic, when it goes to in difference means, is this coming out from a media as a information, it will come to you as a technology. You, I am saying, as a user, then you cannot stop the technology because user is the only things they create the demand. One that user will create the demand, no, and every entrepreneur will invest this, and you cannot stop technology being in a part of society.
So this was about industrial and industry opportunity. Now I will come to what are the job opportunities in this sector.
This is fantastic. This question I am appreciate because this is the many people are looking, and many people itself confused being in Metavian. Metaverse. They are still doing exercise the Metaverse, but they are not sure about what it can be, can be. So in more elaborately, what this spatial computing will do, that will enhance the technical need. And India being such a the kind of country, we have plenty of skill educated person. But educated person hardly matter if you don't participate a upscaling technology. Upscaling technology is knowing 3D more accurately. Knowing the spatial computing, knowing the cloud, knowing the AI, it is not a kind of something to catch immediately. So if you adopt this technology and aligning to understanding, that definitely it is going. For my understanding, it's going at least in a certain area of IT. When IT already become a saturate, you can see there is a very good the term happening in US that is called, I think, FOGLO, fear of losing your job.
Okay.
Fear of layoff.
Fear of layoff.
Fear of layoff.
Okay.
So that terms were happening. It's like, see, startup is happening. They are thinking a big dreams, and they are adopting the SR unit that and all the employment. But that will only sustainable if you can, as a startup, if you can give the demand, you can fulfill the demand. For example, if you can we as a India, we can create a, suppose, Apple Vision Pro. Can you imagine what kind of demand India in terms of employment? Can you imagine what kind of demand we can create to the industry? So as a Metavian, we are looking for that. We are creating an understanding that we from India can create a develop a niche application. Once the application demand will go, definitely I'm not going to hire from US, I'm not going to hire from China. This is you people. Only thing is like all the IT people need to upscale their understanding. So if you are keen to know something, you can join where the opportunity is there, and you can find yourself. Your journey is just beginning, and there is a long way to go. In this industry, one is your IT knowledge. As I said, IT knowledge in terms of development, like coding and all this. But coding is a kind of ocean. There are plenty of you can become a coder for a mobile. You can become now there is a new text, like for example TV application. You can develop a TV application. If you can, you also develop a web application. But in here there is extended area. Like for example, I say there is a JavaScript. There are a lot of JavaScript. But what is the culture is repeat culture. So nobody want to go dig down to the core area of coding. So you give your edges of time to do a coding. What is your understand? What you need to be familiar of many tech stack, like how 3-dimensional things behave in on online. Okay, and what are the cloud area? How you can deploy one instance into user. So these are the things. So this is definitely related to understanding your present understanding of IT, aligning to the 3-dimensional and spatial computing. And there is a niche area. I'm saying this is a niche area because many people are not be able to understand how you can. It is a self-experiencing. So people area like Metavian or many enterprise who are actually targeting the market of spatial or metaverse, you have to deep down onto that area and find yourself. So that is there.
So I think we have talked about education and medical, but one more sector is coming to my mind, that is gaming. So I think just few days back also, Mr. Modi has announced that India should not only be a country who is consuming games, rather India should also start producing games. So that much level of demand is coming in, gaming sector. So how you are looking from a metaverse perspective, that what will be the contribution to this industry from metaverse?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, see, when you name a gaming, it is a very strong factor of believing into metaverse. What I'm saying is strong factor because gamification is the one area that will carry forward the metaverse.
Correct.
So if you look at the gaming platform, they are all dominated by Japanese, like in our early ages.
Right.
So recently we are doing a development. We are trying to develop a army related application that is called Meta Skill. Okay. When I am looking at the Meta Skill, then I realize it can be a very big opportunity in the global market in participate in gaming.
Yeah.
In gaming, let it be referring to recent Olympic Games. So we can deploy or develop global application where demand is more, but application is less.
Yes.
Why? Because there is a huge legacy of learning gaming. to compete it on a understanding how you can develop a gaming. So our, as you say, who are looking for how the local user, the local candidate will benefit. We just, this is a learning curve now. Once we learning curve, definitely India can be a major hub for production game.
Yes.
Because game is not only limited to technology, it has a very relevant idea of making it global in terms of commercial. Game is always entertaining this world,
Yes.
and it has a huge area from children to the like aged person,
Specifically Gen Zs.
Gen Zs is not limited to Gen Zs. Like now, culture is culture is coming to India also. Like for example, so I got a call for a golf, for related to golf for a corporate event. But very unfortunately, what is the plentiful of opportunity? There is no indigenous VR game in India. If I am I want to game a corporate gamer in a VR, I would like to go, and it's hardly a matter of $30 or $100, for example. But no, not a single application available you can play. So we can often think for this kind of platform to make an indigenous platform, looking at the local market only. Local itself is a huge market. But the only thing is like we are English pro people, so very easily we connected with the Google and we compare ourselves with US. You should not. You should not. We are unfortunate and fortunate having with the iPhone, because nobody in India can be equivalent to iPhone. So similarly, there are many game factors. People are playing game. You go to any ex-gen people who are pro with game, they are playing. They will never say any Ramayana as a game. If you can produce Ramayana as a game, can you think what kind of opportunity we are having?
I can't even imagine. Now you are telling, so I am just visualizing.
You cannot imagine. And in reverse also, it can be sold in Korea. It can be sold in US, Japan. It is a global platform. So you cannot amaze like what kind of it is. We need to identify, narrow down with some good collaboration, as your platform can definitely help. It is such a nice, as I अभी मैं आपसे बात कर रहा था, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा. This definitely platform can help us bringing more people to understand this, all this your question as a applicable area. तो जहाँ पे definitely आपका question is just a beginning. So people can participate on top of your question, so we can make a wonderful system. So that will help everybody.
So now coming back to my next question, I attended one event where these kind of talks were there related to Metaverse. So there one gentleman said that back in 2000 or 2005, that point of time, no one has ever imagined that every person will have a cell phone in future. Okay, that was a very, if you have cell phone then you feel like celebrity. But now as we are looking at, everyone has a cell phone. So similarly, Metaverse is something which will actually start to show its benefit from 2018, 2030. That will be the generation, or that will be the point from where it will go in a massive way. So do you think that in future, like maybe next 5 to 10 years, actually these kind of mobile phones is going to vanish?
Not exactly. See, what is going to happen, like we as a household using technological gear, we are using 2 screen. Okay, so we are just starting to adopt another one screen, that will be your VR glass or AR glass. So that will be another add-on your lifestyle. So you will be sharing your devices. If you are using a mobile, you are not replacing the laptop. You are not replacing the laptop. Only thing is you don't have that kind of things, or maybe financially you are not saying you don't have that necessity. You are having both the things. One, your financial condition is go. Everybody have to have an iPhone, or iPhone as well as a MacBook Pro. So another thing is immediate going to happen. That will be the third screen is going to come to your life as a 3D screen. So
Okay.
as you say rightly, it can be a year up and down. 2023, this can be 2027. So you cannot predict something. It is all about a lot of permutation and combination.
Yeah.
So if someday some capitalist invest that it is overnight, you can see a lot of changes. Lot of changes can be happen. Then it is not how you sharing the device from mobile, desktop, laptop, and a VR glasses. So we at Metavian, we already produce some the use cases where we have tested the future.
Yeah.
We have tested the future. When you say ki metaverse will be there in 2030, how you going to go out for a shopping? How you going out for a participate in a event? How you going to now you are participating in a Zoom? So you hardly participate in a Zoom. You just wearing a glass and you be there. Okay, come join.
Correct.
And there are, and again I'm coming back to something as you name as a game, like in a you say game has a age. I'm saying no, we can go beyond that. Like I can see a lot of all the areas. This industry can affect for a old aged person. He's so alone. No partners, nobody is there to talk him. So he finally, suppose just imagine as a story. I'm saying something. He got a partner in Facebook or somehow. He want to play what? He want to play chess, but nobody is there in playing because everybody is busy with their hand gear. So he can connect somebody, and some remote person is playing in front of Metavian or Metaverse chess.
Yeah.
Such a pleasing moment, and demand is growing.
Correct.
So this is see, one is technology, how your market is participating as an innovation. When you give an innovation, there is a people, they can immediately adopt this. So we are lagging not with the user, we are lagging with the technical understanding to produce a product.
I think like in this podcast till now you have shown me some scenarios which I have never imagined that in this way we can benefit it to the society and benefit it to the people.
Yes.
So do you think that so India has, like you have mentioned that 150 crore population is there and there can be a huge demand. So do you think that from skill front also we should upgrade, and specifically from the schooling also? At least there was one time that first time computer was come to the school. At that point of time children were getting very excited. So do you think that this technology which is upcoming, so this also should be there in schools?
Yeah, of course. That is what we need to shape the industry with our own will. So you can be very calculative here also. You can very easily define, as you say correctly, like some numbers you were saying 230 or 2030, or you were saying 150, 140 crores. You see the equation. What is the big gap? That's a big gap.
Yeah.
And people are following trend. Sometimes I am very worried, like how people are following trend. My son got a 99% or something. I am preparing for US. My son got a XYZ. I am preparing for Japan. I am preparing for that thing. So we have so many things to do here, and technology in front of you. It is just you have to align yourself with a right characteristic.
Yes.
So we have already planned for a school training, because it is not even today. Tomorrow is definitely going, and one sudden moment you think there is a flood outside. You cannot wait for a kind of water vehicle to park nearby. So it is going to flood. Like suppose you is going to flood, you have to prepare for your residential place. Like suppose this flood is affecting. So what you will do, you will take care all of your things for saving the water. Same things, technology coming. So once technology coming so forward, your understanding is very limited. You are nowhere. So do you are going to hire people from outside to save yourself that providing technology to you?
No.
So we need to prepare from a very initial step, aligning them to understanding. As I am saying, so how people are like a kind of personal satisfaction or a Indian psychology. We are sending our candidate to US, for example. I am saying I can bring people to India to learn from our our technology. So
Yeah.
in this area, the whole system we have to design. So what is the ultimate area to design a society is your from starting from school.
Yeah.
You can piece up their initial mind key what this technology can give, or not only that. You can give a training to the in a very initial stage. They will have the confidence key what they can
Yeah.
produce to the world.
Right.
To the as I'm saying, ki technology is coming as a flood, so demand will be more.
Yeah.
So this is the high time to educate themselves. We are still in, suppose I am not against in a kind of educational seat. We are again in a very traditional style of practice education.
Correct.
We are educated our people for learning the history. We are education for something. I think how it's going to helpful, that is a different part.
Yeah.
But moral of the thing is like if you looking at purely as a technical aspect, as a science student or in a creative area also. This is not limited to this thing. In a aesthetics area, data science also. So if you can give an introduction in a very early age, as a true understanding of this technology is definitely help everybody. It is help himself as a user or as a community. You know, this is like you can see we already start we have an application called EduLab. That is educational lab.
Yeah.
For example, you know, for a chemistry, for biological, the real practice, what is the kind of behavior you need to get frogs and all these lot of things. Now same thing you can make it virtual.
We have talked a lot about this. I think my next question will little bit on a funnier side, but when we see Hollywood movies, so they project that how future will look like. So when I am talking, then there will be a screen and I can interact, all those things. So when in India you are expecting that these kind of things will come,
Yeah.
where if I want to see the India's map, so it should just come in front of me like that. So
If I can answer very funnily, you can very easily prompt in AI. They will give you a prompting on AI. They will give you a picture. They are saying कि imagination has the power for a innovation, and innovation is the power that can change a society for a betterment of humankind.
Yeah.
If you want to see our future not as a Hollywood style, if you want to see our future, you start learning this technology, which is more futuristic and it is more effective. When I'm saying effective, if you can see now, in earlier time, I still remember we used to have some Doordarshan program. No program is available. You have to self-entertain. We are sitting against a program called Krishi Darshan. I'm sure at this age nobody is interested for Krishi Darshan.
yeah.
Are anybody interested for Krishi Darshan? But during that time in 80s, we used to see it because we entertaining with the technology. What is technology? That is TV. So you cannot see yourself, not only with the entertaining yourself, you should really want to see the future of this thing, who is going to affect the global parameters of India. So that's learning the skill set and produce the skill set in a resultful manner.
Okay. So what are the 3 advices which you want to give to the young generation from your experience, if you can share?
It is about don't follow anything blindly. The first is we should not follow anything blind thing. See, initiative, excitement happen to everybody.
Yeah.
But our sustainable brain, that should remain in a standard ki मैं ये करूँगा. I can do this. That is only happen if you can grow some interest. And interest will not happen randomly. With understanding the core value of anything. So knowing yourself, you can at least define your journey. मुझे ये करना है. Then your goal is fine and you have to be time to yourself. That is you should not be मतलब desperate. आप desperate क्या है, आज कुछ मिल गया मैं करता हूँ, नहीं, you say politely, try to understand, be the order and be participate on that things practically, theoretically, then definitely that will help. And I think it is everybody can achieve this with a top of understanding of IT. Being honest to yourself कि what is exactly you are looking, and give some time to define yourself कि मुझे कहाँ जाना है. Without knowing, sometimes you are saying कि oh please come, I want to do, can you go somewhere, मतलब आप कहने से पहले वो भाग गया है. उसको मालूम है कि ये मुझे बोलेगा बात, लेकिन वो मैंने बोलना नहीं था. मैंने किसी को सपोज आई एम से कि प्लीज कम, गो देयर, गेट समथिंग फ्रॉम, ब्रिंग दैट समथिंग. आई हैव नॉट से कि व्हाट यू नीड टू ब्रिंग, यू जस्ट रन. फिर उसने बोला कि अरे मुझे सर ने क्या बोला था, क्या लाने बोला था. सो गिव योर टाइम, what exactly we need to do, exactly your align things. Now the whole world is open,
right?
And determination is the only things that can reach anywhere. I'm very sure. Think differently, try to, so you have to be creative. You cannot create anything without big technology, and technology is nowhere if you cannot create an innovation.
Yeah.
You cannot add a innovation to the technology. Technology तो सबके पास है. Everybody is having technology. It is not a something कि आपने कर दिया. But the only thing is like what with your creative inertial can produce something in this world.
Yes. So this was a very enlightened session, sir. And I think अगर पूरा podcast में summarize करूँ that you are someone who is actually ahead of your time. जो आप बात बोल रहे हो, आई थिंक मे बी 2000, मेरे हिसाब से वही आफ्टर 5 years 10 years पीपल विल रियलाइज दैट व्हाट एक्चुअली यू आर टेलिंग, बिकॉज आपने वो सब चीज़ देखा है, यू नो, बाय द क्रिएटिव थिंग्स एंड all those things. So it was really nice to talk to you and understanding how these things are going to change. I think I will go to him and I will now think then what all are the various, you know, use cases which can be done. So thanks for being in the show again.
My pleasure. I'm also thankful for you to giving this opportunity. Giving this opportunity to say something on your platform. And as we are discussing about your platform, to definitely being more value to your platform. I wish as you planning for, so definitely.
So viewers, that is it for today's episode. Stay tuned to our channel, and in next video we will definitely come with a new guest, new insights, so that you can grow your business and you can learn more. So thanks for watching.